Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to use except or minus operator in SQL Server. So what is this except or minus? So this operator returns all rows from table 1 that do not exist in table B. So it returns rows from result set of first select statement that are not present in the result of second select. So you can say simply query 1 minus query 2. So what it does is mainly, so after applying except, so it eliminates duplicate records. So first what it does is, so first it collects all distinct rows from the first select. So that means suppose we have two tables, one is table 1 and table 2. So first select statement is equal to table 1. So what it does is in from table 1, table A, first it will list down all distinct rows. That means it will eliminate duplicate records. Then what it does is it then removes any row that exactly match a row in the second select. That means first it will get the all distinct rows from table A. Then it will check one by one with table 2 to check if any matching record is there. So it will list down, it will give you only non-matching records. Okay. So what is the basic rules? So for applying except. So suppose we have table A and table 2, those two tables, it should follow below, it should match below requirements. That means the number and order of the columns must be same in both queries. You can say both queries or tables. Suppose you have table A with 5 columns, table B with 5 columns. That means the number of columns should be same and the order also should be same. And similar way, both tables should have matching data types or at least compatible data types. So it automatically removes duplicates. So if you want to retain duplicates, so alternate options are you can use not exist or left join with is null option. So here we have two things. One is except and minus. So this except is valid in Oracle, Snowflake, Google BigQuery, and it is not valid in SQL Server. So SQL Server use except. So that means in SQL Server, it allows except. Suppose if you use minus operator, it won't allow. So minus operator is allowed these databases. And if you see MySQL, it doesn't support either minus or except. So here we need to use left join with is null. So this minus operator is a similar operator in Oracle. Okay, these things. Oracle, Snowflake, Google or BigQuery, even this Databricks, it will work both except or minus. Okay, so this is basic information about except or minus. Then what is the syntax? So select column names. So here you can keep either single column or all the columns of particular table. So this is table A and you can use where condition also. So depends on your requirement. So normally we'll use select column from table except select column from table B. So if you required where condition, you can use it where condition. So first, for demo purpose, I created two tables. One is table A. So my table A name is except underscore table A. And I have this many columns, employee ID, name, gender, country, designation, and I have relevant data for this. So my table is like this. So this one I'm explaining in Databricks with SQL code. So same thing, it is similar like you can say SSMS. Okay, so both are same. So I'm trying to explain in Databricks. So this is my table A. See, I have these many columns on data, and I have one more table, that is table B. I given name as except underscore table B. So this also has similar number of columns and column names, and I maintained same order. And this is my data I inserted. And if you observe this here in table A, I have total 7 rows. And if you see in table B, I have 7 rows, but among seven rows, I have 2 rows which are common record between table A and table B. So remaining 5 records are non-common records. So I'll tell you what is the purpose. I kept a common. So first what we'll do is, first we'll try to compare subsets of columns. So that means you assume a scenario like you are moving data in real time. You are moving data from source to branch. Initially, you are moving from source to branch. Okay. Today, you moved data from source to branch. Then you moved bronze to silver and to gold layer. So tomorrow you will get fresh data from source to branch. Now you have today's date in bronze table, and in silver, yesterday's date is there. So now you want to compare difference between today's data of bronze table and yesterday data of silver table, so that I can come to know how many new records came to in today's date from source. Okay, that is the scenario we want to use except operation. So, and one more scenario is you can use this except operation whenever you do unit testing. So once you moved data from source to bronze, bronze to silver, you want to cross verify. You want to cross check between two tables. So you have data in bronze table and you have data in silver table. So you want to compare between both the tables, bronze and silver. So whether data is same or is there any data differences. These two scenarios, we can use this except operation. So for first example, I took primary key. I want to check based on primary key. So in these two tables, my primary key is employee ID. So both the tables has column name of employee ID, and these are all the ID numbers. So here what I'm doing, select employee ID from my first table, except underscore table A, and in between I'm giving except. This is our operator, and select employee ID from except underscore table B. So now what it does is it will check data between table A and table B based on two tables. Suppose I will freshly take screenshot. Suppose this is my table A. I'll take screenshot of this. This is table A. And now I'll compare with table B. So how it will works, except operator will see. So since now I gave only one column, employee ID, that is my primary key. This is table A. So table A, I will compare the records. So if my first record is 103. So here 103, it is there. Next 104, it is there. 105 is there. 102 is there. 107, it is there. 101, it is there. 106, it is there. So that means both the tables having same records. So if same records is there, it will give you empty result. If any difference is there, then only it will give you output. So initially I told here no query 1 minus query 2. So that is this one. Okay. So next we'll see one more scenario. So whenever you check data difference between bronze and silver, no, so you can check based on primary key like this. So normally we'll check based on primary key in real time. So that you will come to know how many new records are there in bronze table when compared to silver table. So next, what we'll see one more scenario like, so the returns the unique rows from the left query that aren't in the right query results. So that means table A, table B, what it does is, see now it compared, no? So table first it will compare table 1, table 2. So if any non-matching records are there, then it will display the result. So as our basic rules, the number and order of the columns are same in both the queries and the data types are same. See here, I am giving same order, select employee ID. So I have this many columns in my table A and this many columns in table B, and how I created table in same order I'm giving. Same order I'm giving, and here also I'm giving same order. See here, employee ID, name, gender, country, designation. So this 1-to-1 is there. So it following same order and number of columns also same. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the meaning. So number and order of the column is same. And similar way, data types. Since we are following same order, so data type also should be same data type. So if I use this one, see earlier I selected only employee ID. Okay, so now I selected all the columns, no? So only difference is except everything is same, only columns are different. So here I selected all the columns. So now we'll see again table 1 and table 2. See, this is my table A and this is my table B. So now how it goes comparison is, it will check row by row. So earlier I checked only record, no, only record, primary key, object ID. So now we have to check row by row. So 103, Somesh, Yam. So first we'll see 103 is there or not. See 103 is there, but see this data is not matching. Okay, so this is table A. So that means this data is not matching. And second one is 104. 104 is there, Mark M US project manager. So this is matching. And the third one is 105 Broad M Sweden deputy manager. So this also matching. So what is the fourth one is 102 Tanvi. See 102 Tanvi F India senior manager. So this also matching. So next third one is 107 Srinivas. So 107. Sri here, this name is different. 107, here Srinivas is there, Srinidhi female. So this is not matching. So next 101 Swapna. See 101 Swapna. So names are not matching. Only first record is matching. So remaining all not matching. So this one. Next 106 Lopa. So he see this also not matching because all the records are not same. So into. So now this is table A, this is table B. So what accept does is, so now it compared. After comparing, here how many common records are there? What are I given tick, no? So these are all common records. 1, 2, 3. So 3 records are common. And remaining four, no, this one and these three and these three. So total four records are non-common records. That means non-matching records. That means this is table A. This is table A. In this table, we have four new records. Okay, so those four new records, you will get output here. If you see here, so my first one is, if you see here, see 106 Paul M. See 106 Paul M and 107 Srinidhi F. 107 Srinidhi F and 101 Suhash M. 101 Suhash M and 103 Satya M. 103 Satya M and 102 Veena F. This will cross verify once with table A 102 Veena F. 102 Veena F. There might be some other record mismatch will be there. Yeah. So total this many records we are getting here. If you use this many columns. Okay, so which are non-matching records is there no in table A that will get here. So that means you have table A and table B. In table A, these are all the new records. Okay, so next we'll see how to use order by. So if you want the final result ordered, you can put order by only after the second select. So here we have first select and this is second select. So if you want to order the final result, you can keep at the end order by based on employee ID. So if you see here, see this is not in order 1032. Okay, so it's not coming in order. So after doing order by, see here we are getting in order. So only thing you have to keep in mind, order by allows only at end of the query, not in first query. So next, what we'll see, to retrieve all of the rows from table B that does not exist in table A, reverse to. So that means now we have table A and table B. So what we saw now is, first we consider table A and table B. Suppose I want to check in reverse way. So that means in table A, in table B, how many new records are there when compared to table A? So in that case, what we have to do is just reverse the query. So table B, table A. So remaining everything is same. So here also I'm following number and order of the columns are same and data types are same. So it will give you result as per table B and table A. So you can cross verify this. So first you can take table B as input. This is table A, table B, I will take screenshot. So table B, I will compare with table A. So first 104 mark, 104 mark MES. So this is matching. 103 Satya M, 103 Satya M. So okay, this is not matching record. And what is next? 105 Brad M. 105 Brad M. 105 Brad M, Sweden Deputy Manager. So this is matching. And next is 102 Tanvi F. 102 Veena. So this is not matching. Okay, next what is there? 107 Srinivas M. 107 Srinivas M. So this also not matching. So next one is 101 Swapna. So 101 Swapna. So this also not matching. And next is 106 Lopa. So 106. So this also not matching. So total how many records are matching? Only 2 records are matching. So if you come to this, our second scenario, that is reversing table, see you are getting only these columns. So here, whatever non-matching is there, no, into mark. So you are getting only these things. Okay, so that's how you can use except. So third scenario is whenever you have columns mismatch. So that means unequal number of columns. My first scenario is what I'm taking is unequal number of columns, but data types are same. See here, employee ID, name, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 columns are there from table A. And from table B, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So here 5 columns, here 4 columns. So if you have unequal number of columns, it will throw error. See, telling that except can only be performed on inputs with the same number of columns. But the first input has 5 columns and the second input has 4 columns. So that's why initial our thumb rule, no? So you should have equal number of columns. Okay, so next scenario is number of columns are same, but order is different. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total here also 5 columns, here also 5 columns. But if you see order is different. So here first name is there, employee ID is there. Here employee ID is there, next name is there. Okay, so I reorder the columns. So now what will happen? See, in giving you result, but how it is giving, see in query, first query, we have name, employee ID, gender, country, designation. So it considers these columns, first query columns. So it following same order, same columns. But while doing except, how it compares is name, name record with employee ID, employee ID of name. So like this, it will compare. So, but why here it giving all 7 records? Why? Because so none is matching. Since because if you see here how it will compare is table 1 and table 2. My table 1 is this one. And my table 2 is this one. So as per column order, no? So how it comparing? So this is my table A. This is my table A. From table A, how I took order? First I took name, then employee ID, then same. This order. Gender, country, designation. So first how it will compare? Name column with this employee ID column. See here, what is my first record? Mark. See here, mark, and here with 103. So that means it is not matching. Okay. So similar way, name Satya with employee of second record 104. It is not matching. So since columns we reordered, but this data is different and their data types also different. Data types also not matching. This is string type and this is integer type. See, nowhere it will match. So all the 7 rows, it won't match. So that's why it giving all the records here. See here, that is the reason it giving all the records. Okay, so that means in table A, from table A, none of the record is matching with table B. So that's why it's giving all the values, all the records from table A. See here how I explained here, no, table A. If you take table A field, first order is name, okay, and second table B is employee ID. See, name and ID mismatched. Next is second, what is there? ID, employee ID, and from table B, name. See, columns are mismatched. Next three columns are matching. So, because most rows have different name versus ID values, but none is matched, no? So, except returns all rows from table A. So, as I told, no, when you compare with name mark with ID of table B, so none is matching, so I given all intus. So same explanation it is given here. So next, the column names do not have to be the same. That means even though ID is not equal to employee ID. So you assume that in table A has column of ID and table B has column of employee underscore ID. So that means column names are different, but if you see practically, these column names are not equal. The name is not equal to employee underscore name, but still this will work as long as same number of columns and same data type. So what is summary is column names, it's not compulsory to match. So mainly we should have these two, number of columns must match and the data types must be compatible. So now we'll see what is this one talks about. So here for showing this difference, so I'm creating one more table. So here I'm creating with a different column names. So earlier we have ID, no? So earlier we have employee ID. In table A, we have employee ID. So here I'm creating with employee underscore ID. Okay, so that change I'm doing, and similar way, here we have name is there in table A and table B. So here I'm considering employee underscore name, and remaining these three are same, column names are same. So by changing this, so here also two records are common between tables, and remaining data is same. So only two column names are changed. So if I use except now, so select employee ID, name, gender, country, designation from except table A. I am using except here, and these new columns I'm taking from except underscore table C. See employee underscore ID, employee underscore name. Okay, so here column order is same and number of columns are same. So only difference is these two columns has a different column names, but still it will work. But still it will work as usual because it will compare record to record only. So it won't consider column names. So if you see here, employee ID, if you little go up, see it will compare employee ID with employee ID, name with employee name. Suppose if you see here, if you check here, this employee ID, this employee ID in this first record 104, it will compare with employee underscore ID of first record 103. Okay, so this 103, it will check here. Okay, so employee in employee ID, first it will check with 104. So we have 104 in this. So that's why tick mark. Next 103. So 103 also is there. Tick. Next 105. 105 also is there. 102. 102 also is there. 101. 101 also is there. 107 also is there. 106 also is there. So it will cross verify record to record only. So it won't bother about column name. So similar way, name also. So first it will check for Mark. It is there. Yes. Next it will go for Satya. So Satya, it is not there. Next, Brad. So Brad, it is there. Next, Veena, not there. Next, Subhash. Next, Subhash, it is not there. Sohash, it is not there. Next, Srinidhi, not there. Next, Paul, not there. Okay, so it will compare record to record. Okay, so it won't bother about column names. So here condition is, the column names do not have to be the same. So even though if you have different column names, it will give you the same result. Okay. So now we'll see how it will give the result. So now we'll even though different column names are there, it will check record by record. It won't bother about column names. So now we'll see how it will give a final result, because it will check row by row. So if you see 103 Somesh, see 103 Satya, it is not matching. Next 104 Mark MUS. Okay, so this is matching. Next 105 Brad M. So this also matching. Next 102 Tanvi F. 102 Veena. So this is not matching. Next 101 Suhash M. 101 Suhash M. So this also not matching. And next 107 Srinidhi F. 107 Srinivas M. So this also not matching. And 106 Paul. So 106 Lopa. So this also not matching. So if you compare between table A, except table A and except table C, so how many records are matching? Only 2 records are matching in between. So this is table A, and since we given table A except table C, what it gives is non-matching records from table A. So except these two, 104 and 105, so remaining non-matching records will print here. So that you can consider this as new records in table A. So that's all about this video on how to use except operator in SQL. So if you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.